Hi, folks. How are you? My name's Amanda with Simply Flamazing Art and the Creative Course Collab. I'm also a curator for the Creative Curiosities Paper and Notions pack. And this is 20 minutes of Paint with Me. What is that? It's based on the rule of 100, which states if you do something for 20 minutes, no, for 18 minutes a day, you will be 95% better than anyone in your field. I say if we do something for 20 minutes a day, because it's an easy to time number, will be 95% better than when we started. And so, guys, my desk is a mess and I had zero time to get down here. I was on calls all morning and it's just been a rush, but an awesome morning. And so I'm not complaining. It's just I did not get my desk straight from yesterday's live where we did little jewelry pieces for our journals. And I've got stuff printed and stuff done up here that I need to move out of my way. Hey, Kendra, how are you? Hi, Dee, how are you? Good to see you all with me this morning. Lord, I'm a hot mess. Anyway, or I think I surpassed hot mess and went right on to spicy disaster, because that's where I'm at this morning. It's a spicy disaster here. So there is that. And let me see here. Trying to get all of this stuff, like I need to throw all of this, not these, but all of this away. And of course I don't have my trash bag, because of course I just picked that up and dumped the whole bag instead of, I'll just set that right there on top of that, which of course that's on top of what I need to get to. So why not? All right. Yeah, this is disaster. I won't do this again, I promise. And I'm a hot mess because I have not had time to get myself ready at all. But at least we've got this much cleared. I'm gonna, where did I put my painting? Did I pick it up? You guys, this is beyond a hot mess because I have managed to lose. I put it in a safe spot. I'm like, wait a minute, where is what we are working on? Anyway, guys, y'all know me, a hot disaster, right? All right, so this is 20 minutes of Paint with Me. And so, guys, I appreciate the grace given. And so I tell me if y'all are having a good Wednesday. Hopefully you are. Now tomorrow I'm live with y'all today. Come on, click. Thank you. I'm sprinkling the love. I'm going to do a little sprinkling of the love and get that out there. And so today I'm live with you all. Tomorrow I will be faux live with you because I have to be in the office. And so so that will be a faux live tomorrow. But I hope you still join me. And you all hang out with me and keep me company. And so I will try my best to be live in the comments based on what is happening at work. Sometimes that's easier to do than others. If we have a luncheon or something like that, it's hard. And I think, if memory serves me right, I think there's a lunch planned for tomorrow, but I might be wrong. I have not looked at tomorrow's calendar yet because, well, that's tomorrow. We'll think about tomorrow. Oh, thank you for sprinkling the love. So yesterday we started on a new piece. We got pretty far, actually. We got our background in, and we got our sunflower in, and we got our little squirrel kind of like traced on a little bit. So today we're going to pick up with our squirrel, and I'm going to have an avalanche of things. Clearly. Anyway, I need to, this bottle is the culprit. That needs to go somewhere else. Let's set that over there out of the way. And so we've got our squirrel and we've got our squirrel traced on. We'll start to get our base in on a squirrel, I think. And so I don't know where you are. Tell me where you are. What color are your squirrels? What color squirrels do you have? And so here we have gray squirrels. They have a little bit of tan on them and brown on them, but for the most part, they are gray. But that's the most part. I'm just putting out a few colors that I think we will use, and we'll start with that. Yours are brown and tan. Oh, really? Brown and tan. Okay. Ours are kind of more grayish. So when you paint yours, you put the colors that are your squirrel. Ours have a little bit of tan and brown, like around, like coming down into their belly. They'll have a little tan. Their backs are usually gray. Their heads are mostly gray, but they do have like a little tan on their cheeks, a little tan on their bellies, a little tan on their legs. But for the most part, it's gray and white. And so anyway, so that's interesting to me. But I know, across the country, all animals, they look a little different. There's different color deer, there's different size deer based on where they are. So we're going to start with a little bit of gray. We're going to work that in. This is kind of a dark gray. Let me see. I'll just grab a little light gray too. He had a green cast. Huh. That's interesting. Well, colors are made up of all kind of colors, so who knows? Maybe I don't know. That seems kind of weird, but hey Paula, how are you? Good to see you. So we're going to start to get our squirrel in here. And this is kind of like his shoulder. His belly is right here. His arm is coming in here. Something like that. I don't know exactly. Like something like that. We'll figure it out. Hey Cindy, how are you? Good to see you. There's his little arm right there, and his he's got a big arm. My squirrel is a hefty squirrel. He's been eating a lot of seeds, guys. Him be a little bit on the hefty side. I might have to take away a little bit there, because I think this was supposed to be a little bit of his like body or something right there. I don't know. We'll figure it out. In the end, he will look like a squirrel. Maybe. Maybe in the end he'll look like a squirrel, and maybe not. That's okay. He'll be our squirrel. That's the most important thing, is he'll be our squirrel. And we won't worry about it. So that's the most important thing, is that he is our squirrel. But can you see him start to come in? You can kind of start to see him a little bit. We're just getting that gray in there. And I'm just kind of picking up a little bit of both of these. Into his fluffy little tail. We'll worry about working in the darker colors or the brown and all of those in a minute. Oh, I gotta set my timer, guys. Y'all gotta remind me when I don't set my timer. Y'all like, I ain't gonna tell her because she just keep on painting. She'll just keep on painting all day and not set her timer. I'll stop a minute or two short. Because she just keep on painting. There's that fluffy old tail of his. Coming in there. And because our squirrels are mainly gray, I'm doing a base of gray. If your squirrel is like mainly brown, you would do a base of brown. And then you would figure out the additional colors. And so he's got his leg here. I don't know exactly how that leg looks, but his legs are thick, guys, okay? Don't judge. He's like, this is a non-judgmental zone here. Don't be judging my thick leg. Like, she making me thick. Like, he is a rodent, Amanda. He's not some giant thing. He probably just got offended. I called him a rodent. Anyway. Do you're funny. The whole purpose, though, of doing it for 20 minutes is to make it like a reasonable time that people feel like they can spend learning something new or just improving their skill. And so that's the whole purpose behind the 20 minutes. And so we're going to put a little light cream in there. I'm going to come in with a little tan on top of that. I still have that gray in my brush, guys, because I don't want to take that out, right? Because he does have a little bit of gray, a little bit of tan, especially in his, like, the white part of him. The lighter part, which is this belly part here, he's going to have a little bit of tan. So in his cheeks of his face, he's going to have a little bit. So we're just working that in where it needs to be. That's all we're doing. And then here in his little cheeks, we're going to give him, we're going to put a little bit above his eye and kind of like come around his eye. And then a little bit in this cheek here. He has chubby cheeks. Our squirrel has been well fed, okay? Aw, thank you. Not in a weird way, okay? I'm glad it's not in a weird way. That's cute. But not in a weird way. Okay, got you. Not in a weird way. So this is kind of like his side going back there. We're just kind of like brightening it a little bit, separating it a little bit, putting my hand in the gray paint a little bit. We're just doing all the things here. And so I may come in and take away a little bit of that leg right there, just a little bit, soften it a little bit there. And so I'm gonna add just a little bit of this brown in here around these eyes, just to start that brown process coming in there. Gonna do a little bit at his ears, just a little bit, kind of like on the tips of those ears there. You can start to see him coming right on in, can't you? Hopefully you can. So y'all tell me, did you have a good, first off, are you painting with me? And second off, are you having a good Wednesday? Or I should say, maybe that's an opposite order. Are you having a good Wednesday? Because that's important to me that you're having a good day. And then if so, are you painting with me? And so our little thief here, he's stealing these we came up with that whole little like scenario. So he's got this branch that he's on. It's probably like a little tree or something right here, or maybe it's just a little whatever, I don't know, some little stick or something that's big enough to hold him, right? He's bending it way over because he's like stretching across to grab this to like and then eat the little things. Oh, okay, you're playing catch up. Okay, which one are you painting? Which one? I'm excited to hear which one. Which one are you painting? You know, we make up a story with our animals. And this little guy, he's helping himself to these sunflower seeds. Y'all know how much they love sunflower seeds. You only need to have a bird feeder to know that they tear the sunflower seeds up. Oh, you're doing the raccoon. Oh, cute, cute, cute. Cute, cute, cute. Can't wait to see it. And so we got to get that back leg in there. But we're just doing a little layering of color right now. And so we got to get this leg like looking like a leg. Right now it's a little like not looking like a leg. I don't know what it's looking like. But it's kind of like, they got big at the top and they got kind of like narrower here. I got too thick right there, so it's not really looking leggish, is it? It's looking kind of like I don't know what ish. I don't know what ish, but here's this little foot back here. And it's like holding on, so I don't know what that looks like. Oh, yes, I want to see those. Definitely post your pictures if you're painting along with me. And even if you're not doing what I'm doing, I would still love to see your art. But especially if you're doing the things I'm doing, I want to see. I want to see your pieces. So I definitely would love it if you would share. So I would definitely love, love, love that. I got one little place I'm going to do a little teeny repair. I don't know if repair is the right word, but I'm just going to allow this blue to help me a little bit and cover up a little bit of this leg. I'm going to make it a little smaller. And so, and so by having that blue in the background, I can just come in with this and like just make that leg a little bit on the smaller side, right? Because they don't have very big legs. And I might even take a little bit of that green and add a little bit of that green in there too. Because their legs are small, right? They can stretch a country mile, but the thinness of their leg is what I'm talking about. Like they can stretch their bodies incredibly longer than you would ever think, right? But I'm just gonna use that to just take him down a size. I thank you. Thank you very much. And so we're just gonna thin him out just a little bit here, right? He's a little too thick. That's all right. He's all right in my book. He's fine. I'm a little too thick too, but that's all right. We don't talk about it. We don't need to be talking about it. But we can thin him a little bit. It's a whole lot easier to thin him than it is to thin me. I can tell you that. So, all right, now we put that on, and that makes a whole lot more sense to me. That looks a whole lot better. A little bit of that, and a little bit of this, and his body is now taking a little better shape. And so I'm gonna work in some hair. That's that leg coming in there. Be careful that I don't thicken his leg again as I'm going down to that foot. But that looks more like a leg to me than the way it was looking before, right? And so yeah, I'm going to start to work in just a little darker. Where they may be a little bit of darker, like where his tail comes in and meets his body, and this leg here is kind of separating that out. Where his tail is like flipping. Guys, people often ask me, like, where do you put the darks and the lights? And I'm like, just, I don't know what to tell you. Just like I look at it and I'm like, this is like where I think it would be darker. Or this is where I think it would be lighter. And if it feels right, I put the dark in. Sometimes it's not right. And sometimes I have to go back and I have to like change it up, and lighten it or darken it or whatever I need to do. But for the most part, it ends up being okay. So I would say just kind of go with it. When you're thinking about it, just kind of like go with your first instinct, and then if that's not right, then you just come back and you adjust. And it's paint. You paint over it, right? It's just a matter of painting over it. But you know, like I said, if your squirrels in your area are brown, you would do these in browns, not in grays. So, tell me how your day is going. We talked about this squirrel has eyes that are on the side of their head, so you need to get those eyes out there on the side of that head. Right? They can be bigger, they can be whatever. Our squirrel's eyes are bigger because he's kind of like, oh crap, I got caught. Whoops. But this squirrel is nicer than the ones that I have because mine would have like busted me. I'd have been like, get off that sunflower. And then he'd be yelling at me, kind of like they did with the blueberries. Get off my blueberries. And then he's like fussing at me. He was not happy with me telling him he couldn't have them. He went to his tree and proceeded to just tell me off. Like, I don't know what he said because I don't speak squirrel, but I do know the one thing I do know is he was not happy with me. That I do know. So he made that really clear. Like, I don't know what he said, but I know that little sucker was not happy with me. And he was telling me off. Gotta give it to them. They're smart little things. They might be dumb in a lot of ways, but one thing they're not dumb at is they can communicate. Of course, all animals can. I do believe. I do believe if you listen, they can communicate with you. We're going to give him a little bit of brown down in his face. But technically, we're probably at 20 minutes because I'm like 2 minutes until this goes off, and I probably have painted for 2 minutes before. But I will let that go off and just be like, okay, we'll finish up here in a little bit. So tomorrow I will be faux live. We will be working on this little piece again. Yes, way, because it's 12:29. But now I had to clean off my desk, and so I know I did not actually start painting at the 12 o'clock hour because I did have to like clean this desk off. We're going to add a little bit of light here on his face. We'll come in and we'll put everything. It's looking a little hot messish right now, but we'll clean that up. And so we're going to clean up those eyeballs because they look a little like alien. They look a little alien. We'll do that tomorrow too. He's looking a little alien-esque going on. Whoops, I don't mean to get in my blue there. But yeah, we'll go ahead and say today we are done, and this is a great stopping point. And then tomorrow I will pick up live. Well, not live. It'll be a faux live, but I'll have it. So this is where we got to today. We got our squirrel kind of color blocked in, and we're gonna start to work on getting details in him. And so thank you, Dee. And so that's my little vision of our squirrel stretched out stealing some sunflower seeds. So anyway, join me tomorrow at 12. I will be faux live, but we'll be live. And I will see you all later. Y'all have a great Wednesday and a great Thursday, and I will see you later. Bye.